Hey, what up, guys? Again, this is Billy, your mobile mechanic, on that 4Runner again. So what we're going to do is test for gas, spark, and some other things. Damn shame that Toyota doesn't give you a Schrader valve to test for gas, so I had to pop out the injectors. So what I need you to do is check that out and see if gas comes out. After I turn the key, we should see the presence of gas down in there as I'm turning your key. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now that was a 3 or 4 second burst on gas. And there are no shortcuts or quick checks for this car anywhere. So intake has to come off. That's not the intake, that's the intake manifold over there. This is just a breather intake. I'm taking that off. I'm gonna have to remove this hose here. Okay, tuck that down the side, out of the way. Now I'll get this ignition coil out. I struggle with this tab to come out because there's a lot of dust over everything, and that dust gets into those clamps and it doesn't allow everything to compress. All that. Yeah, so we're pulling an ignition coil out. I believe this is cylinder 1. That's your first ignition coil. Now we're going to shoot for the spark plug. Alright, here it comes. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh yeah, they're definitely old. Now, as I explained to you before you left, is that if the spark plugs smell like gas, then they're not firing. This one definitely smells like gas. This is cylinder 1, so this isn't sparking. So not only do we not have gas delivery or oxygen or spark, yeah, that's about all we have there. But as I said, not only are we not getting gas, but there's no spark, there's no oxygen, so there's a lot of dust all over the motor. Everything's hard to disassemble pretty much. Now, I would shoot for cylinder number 2, but that's directly under the EGR. That's going to be a beast to get out, so I'm going to go with cylinder 135. Cylinder 5 ignition coil coming out. Cylinder 5 spark plug. Same thing, this one smells like gas too. So you need spark plugs, you need an air filter, you got oil change already. At this point it says your alternator's bad. I need to get back to that. Gas isn't flowing. It starts with gas, starter fluid. So we got a lot to work on here. Okay, as far as gas goes, I'm gonna check fuses and relays. So I spent 5 minutes or so pouring over this diagram to see if the fuel pump relay is going to be in here. Pulled a couple of them. I see some EFI, electric fuel injector switches that I checked. Those are live. Those actually work. While we're not getting gas, we're getting no gas up front. Now, there was gas when I took the fuel rail off, but I haven't seen gas since then. No gas has appeared since I've taken the injectors apart. So to top it all off, as we're sitting in this quiet cab, I'll turn the key. I'm listening for the fuel pump to prime. A lot of cars, you will actually feel it. You will hear it and feel it. Nothing. No priming on the fuel pump. So we're missing gas. We got spark plugs that are fouled out. We got an air filter that's dirty. That air filter had screwed with that map sensor. So all those things could be because of the map sensor, or it could just be the fuel pump. So the hardest thing to do is probably the fuel pump. I know for sure there's no gas. I'm going to continue to look for the relay to see what's going on. Yeah, I'll get back with you. This is Billy at Billy's Autos.